Jonas that is online for Victoria.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Natalia. I love a good early morning speech about being manipulated, questioning your own sanity, memory, and reasoning. I think that my wife is constantly gaslighting me because she keeps telling me that I've forgotten to do things that she's asked of me, but I swear that it never happened before. Victoria, I appreciate you bringing this topic into our Toastmasters group. You struck an aspirational theme this morning, and I thought you described really well gaslighting being somebody blinding you, covering your mouth, covering your ears, and making you believe it. That was a really effective way of bringing this concept to us. And I don't think that any of us enjoy being gaslit. Hopefully, no one here enjoys gaslighting someone else. And you struck a really effective tone, showing how Toastmasters can be a sanctuary from this. And what I think you meant by that is ultimately you're coming around a group of people who show kindness to each other by being honest, having integrity, and sharing truth with each other. So I really appreciated that. You also really effectively invoked critical thinking around what gaslighting does and how somebody does gaslight you, which I thought it was good. Sharing the concept of a gaslighter invoking emotion within you and then attacking that emotion that they created. You had superb pacing throughout your speech. You always have really controlled presence and confidence up in front of the group. Your hand movements are always well timed. And I especially loved how you struck your Superwoman pose during the middle of this speech. I thought back to some of your earlier speeches that you did. So really good matching your body movements and your presence with the theme of your speech. Some things that I would suggest for you is I think you can strengthen your opening. What I've seen in your speeches, you often come up and you welcome the audience, you say good morning. I'd love to see you go right into a hook and grab our attention from the get-go. What you could also do when you think about how you're opening, this time you kind of asked the audience for a definition. You polled us. And what I would have liked up front is maybe your definition of gaslighting and maybe a story up front on how you have been gaslit, which I think it took a while to get to that, but I would have liked some earlier vulnerability, which when I think about gaslighting, I think about where it came from, which I think it was like an old movie or an old show with the lights flickering and a woman being driven to think that she was crazy. Tell us how that happened to you. And I think that would really enhance this speech. Altogether, we always learn a lot from your speaking, and I appreciate you coming up and sharing your story with us. Thank you.